slow-cooked red sauce, and aisles of reds. Creative sandwiches providing a maritage of flavors in your mouth. When it comes to all things boozy or served in a bun, you're pretty sure to find it at the Vin Bin. With locations in Southborough and this one set inside an old firehouse in downtown Marlborough, the Vin Bin lights up the locals' palates with specialty sandwiches created by Chef Michael Lombardi and wines from across the globe, all carefully selected by his father, Rick.
Do you guys drink wine at all? Do you ever indulge in any wine?
My father originally opened this business 11 years ago across the street in a store half this size.
This is one of my favorites. We discovered it overseas and brought it back here.
And it evolved into a much larger space. He asked me to come in here and see if we can open a cafe. I never really thought I would be opening a sandwich shop, but once I got here and we figured it out and kind of did it, it all made sense. And we're selling food that I want to be selling to people and creating for people. It's about good quality food.
Michael's sandwiches are perfectly balanced with flavors and the sweetness and the tartness and the cheesiness and the meat, and it's all delicious, and that crunchy bread. You take that bite and it's just fantastic.
And while most Vin Bin customers come for the selection of wines, they stay for these soul-satisfying sandwiches. There's smoked ham and brie, slathered with honey mustard and topped with green apples for crunch. Spicy BLTs loaded up with guacamole and chipotle mayo. And the chicken tzatziki, a sandwich which pays tribute to Michael's Greek roots. But nothing quite beats the sandwich from the Italian side of his family, filled with his grandmother's famous meatballs.
This is a sandwich I kind of hold close to my heart. I grew up in my grandmother's house, and there was always a pot of meatballs on the stove. And no matter what, they were the best meatballs I've ever had in my life.
Michael, as a young teen, used to help my mother out in the kitchen, and she would show him how to make the meatballs.
You know, I think it's a recipe that only 3 people will know, and me, my aunt, and my grandmother.
This meaty, delicious mess is slow-cooked in marinara sauce, topped with provolone and pecorino romano, and served on crispy ciabatta bread.
It's just a meatball sandwich. It's got homemade meatballs with melty provolone right on top of it, fresh basil, and a little bit of garlic aioli to kind of add to it, give it a little bit of kick, and kind of make it sort of a garlic bread sandwich.
Rick is a fan of all his son's sandwiches, from the Angry Italian, which is a spicier spin on the sub shop standard, to the slow-roasted roast beef topped with cheddar and horseradish mayo. But hands down, his favorite has to be the Reuben. This melty masterpiece is stuffed with house-cured corned beef, Swiss cheese, a whiskey-based sauerkraut, and Thousand Island dressing, all stacked inside some sourdough.
The corned beef is like butter, and it's just so soft and delicious. When you have that in the sandwich with all his various spices and they toast it up, it's really heavenly. You know that as you're eating it, the sandwich will be gone soon, and you think about the hours until you can eat another one. And I really have to be careful that I just don't have like 2 a day.
If you're looking to keep your lunch light, order the Hipster. This Mediterranean-inspired sandwich is a true labor of love, with house-made falafel topped with hummus, tahini, and veggies, all served on pita bread Michael makes every morning.
Our Hipster sandwich is made on our homemade pita bread, which we make every day. We make the dough from scratch, and then we bake off our pitas every day, because to me, a solid, delicious pita has to be made day of.
Each one of these painstaking pitas is mixed, rolled out, and baked until they puff up in the oven.
When they poof up, it creates a steam pocket on the inside of the dough that cooks kind of the inside. And then you take them out just in time as they do that, so they stay real soft and fluffy. It's something that maybe you haven't had before. It's not your typical chewy kind of Syrian bread. It's a softer, fluffy style, almost like a wrap, and it's refreshing. It's not filling, so you're not feeling super full and lethargic after you eat our lunch.
And while these two may feel exhausted from working hard to get the best for their customers, they're happy to do it every day because they get to do it together.
I think it's neat that I get to work with my family, and especially next to my father every day. I always envisioned working side by side with him, you know, cooking all the food, and he would do all the beverage and the wine and all of that part of it. And now we're actually doing it, and we're offering the best product I think this area has.